gentleman is just a very unique, one-of-a-kind guy, and you're going to get to experience him firsthand. I'm thrilled for you. I really am. I met Casey for the first time several years ago when I first started SendOutCards, and he immediately had an impact on me, not only because he's just a fun, wild, crazy guy, but his knowledge of business and his business sense is amazing. He's what I like to call a serial entrepreneur. He's always got his hands and his mind in, you know, a few different things at a time. He's a global speaker on stages around the world, and I could sit and listen to him talk all day about business because he brings just such a unique perspective and unique insight because he's got his hands in so many different things and he's connected to so many different types of business professionals. So let's give it up for Mr. Casey Eberhart.
Are you guys having a good time so far? Yeah. So I gave Steve a little bit of a warning that I've been cooped up in like a room all day, and I'm so beyond hyper and excited right now. So can I just have your permission to just like go crazy for the next 10 or so minutes? Yeah. Okay, so here's what happened. Back in 2006, I had an equipment rental company for the film and television industry, right? So I grew up in Puyallup, Washington, right? You all know because of the fair. Right? And I actually used to manage Wild Waves in Enchanted Village back in the day. Right? And as soon as we sold to Six Flags, I moved to where it was sunny. So I moved to Los Angeles to work in the movie business. Right? And after I retired out of working on movies, I had an equipment rental company. And there were 26 of us that competed in the same market. I call myself a cone peddler because I rented traffic cones and wardrobe racks and just junk for movies, right? So, 26 of us competing in a really small market. We spent $80,000 a year on one ad in one magazine for our business. That was the only place for us to market. This is before Al Gore invented the internet, okay? So, what happened was, one day, so every month I put $8,000 away in a savings account for this stupid ad. One year they actually got my phone number and email address wrong in the ad. It was not pretty, right? So one day I get this call, and it was the day that I was putting that $8,000 into the savings account. And a quasi-friend, and I say quasi-friend because he really wasn't a friend at all. He was just some dude I knew from a social group, right? And he said, hey, do you ever send out thank you cards to your clients? I said, no. He's like, why? And I said, well, let me give you the reasons. I'm a dude. It's expensive. It's a pain. And I don't have my customer's address. And they're all freelancers. And so why would we want cards? What are you even talking about cards? Al Gore just invented this thing called the internet. Right? And he says, I have this system that'll help you send out thank you cards. And I was like, whoa, Peter. Unless you're telling me that you got a system that will print it, lick it, stuff it, stamp it, and take it to the post office, I'm not interested. And he said, well, then I'm going to keep talking. And I said, well, then my credit card's out. I think I was the fastest close in the history of SendOutCards. Like my wallet was out so fast because in my head I understood the power of staying in touch with my customers, and I knew it would be a heck of a lot cheaper than $8,000 a month. That's all I thought. And so I started sending out cards to my clients, but then I came into a problem. These were all freelancers and we didn't have their addresses, right? Which was going to stop me, but I kept thinking, I got to save $8,000, I got to save $8,000, I got to save $8,000, right? So I came up with this amazing concept of how I was going to get their addresses. Like I thought I had hit on like the mother lode of marketing genius with this idea. Are you ready? I asked. Like I thought I was genius. It was, Christina, hey, we are a company that loves to send birthday cards. When's your birthday and where should we send the card? Now, some people told us their office, some people told us their home, some people told us the P.O. box, some people told us to go to hell. It didn't matter, right? But we started sending out giant, big birthday cards to all of our clients. The impact when you are a company sending a card to a person who doesn't get very many birthday cards is a multiplier effect in terms of referral word of mouth. 90 days later, we dropped the $8,000 a month. We no longer had to do that. 18 months later, we went from number 23 to number 3 in competitive marketplace. 2 years after we started using SendOutCards as our sole version of marketing, we sold the company for $1 million, and I sold the account of SendOutCards with our clients' addresses and data in it for $500,000. Hashtag boom! Yeah. Well, that's not even the sexy part yet. I'm not even there yet. SendOutCards. She was with State Farm Insurance. I don't mind saying State Farm because they're horrible marketers. Right? Because so I tell her, I'm like, Deb, any State Farm agents in the room? No, I'm all State. Right? So check this out. So I showed it with my friend Deb. She's a State Farm agent, and I say, Deb, I think I found the holy grail of marketing. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, it's birthday cards. It's this goofy thing that this company will send a card. She's like, oh no, Case. We do birthday cards already. I'm like, no, you don't. You do marketing cards disguised as birthday cards. Sending me a birthday card saying, happy birthday, Casey, thanks for being a client, come in and let's renew your life insurance policy because you're getting old, is not a birthday card. Let's get clear. So we sent her mom a card. I didn't think anything of it. 6 days later, 7 days later, I go to my mailbox and I get a check from SendOutCards. And I'm like, ooh, I know I played close to the line, but did I put something dirty in the card and they cancel my account and I'm getting a refund? What is going on? So I called the company's customer service number, 801-463-3800, option 2. And I said, hey, you guys sent me a check. Well, it said compensation plan. And I thought, well, it was option 2 compensation plan. It must be, that's what I want, right? And so I get the girl on the phone and she says, what's your ID number? I'm like, what? I don't even know what an ID number is. She goes, well, how do you log in the system? I said, it's 9386. In case you haven't downloaded the app and it says put an ID number in the system, 93. Okay. So she says, what's your ID number? And I go, and so I said, I don't understand. You guys are sending me a check. And she says, well, do you know Deb? Blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, she's my State Farm insurance girl. She said, she signed up. And I said, signed up for what? She said, signed up to use the service. And I said, signed up to use what service? She said, she signed up to use SendOutCards. And I said, well, good for her. What does that mean for me? Why are you sending me a check? And the girl's in this dead silence on the phone. She says, well, you know you get paid if people sign up. I said, no. No. I said, wait a second. You're telling me that I sent a card to some girl's mom and you're sending me a check? I went, goodbye. I called up my quasi-friend and I said, dude, comma space. Do you know we get paid for sharing this with people? And he says, well, yeah. Why do you think I called you? I had never thought of that. I thought he was truly actually trying to help me build my business. So I'm like, well, why didn't you tell me this? And he says, well, because you were busy in your business and you were building that business. And I was like, whoa. I said, stop. I said, is there anybody making money in this? Because you're clearly not, because you're an idiot. And he said, well, yeah, there's this guy named Jordan Adler. I said, click. You got 15 minutes to get Jordan and I on the phone together. I knew nothing about nothing. I'm just sitting here going, these idiots sent me a check. I didn't know what I was getting a check for. So I got Jordan on the phone and I said, dude, how do we make money in this thing? And he said, well, hey, can you ask a simple question, people? And I said, what's that? He says, hey, if I can show you a way to make money with a smartphone, sharing an app that everybody loves to use, would you want to see it? I said, yeah, I can pretty much do that. I said, let me get this straight. You're telling me that I can go out and share this with other business owners and teach them how to do what I did in my equipment business, and SendOutCards is going to pay me every month? He said, yeah. I said, I gotta go. And I hung up the phone, and that's when I made the decision to build a SendOutCards business, because here's why. I hated leverage, and first off, I was an idiot. I was an entrepreneur. Any other entrepreneurs in here want to admit how idiotic we are? We're the only group of crazies that will work 100 hours to not work 40 for someone else.
That is so true.
We're on planet Earth. Does that make sense?
Oh
right?
my God.
So I was doing that, so then I thought, I'm going to start a rental company. So then I got a little bit of residual income because I was selling a widget over and over and over again. Right? But I just kept thinking, there's got to be a better way. And then I saw this compensation plan in SendOutCards, and I said, oh my gosh, hang on a second. You're telling me that I can go out and share the message of SendOutCards, helping people stay in better touch with their clients, show them what I did in my equipment rental company and how to do that in their real estate agent, their tree business, their network marketing business, their direct sales business, right? Their graphics to business, their DJ business. And every month you're going to send me a check? And then I got thinking, and this is when my brain like completely short-circuited. Absolutely bloody short-circuited. I see that slide that Steve puts up there. If you remember, it was like Amazon, iTunes, and Netflix. So let me just ask this. How many of you have any one of these apps on your phone? Amazon, raise your hands. Netflix, iTunes, Uber, Lyft, Airbnb. Check this out. They all do the same thing, you guys. All they do is they collapse an inefficiency in the marketplace. They make it easier for us to do stuff and spend money with them by giving them a one-click button to spend money with them. Right? Now think about it. When Uber and Lyft came out and Airbnb came out, you know what they did? They were like, hey everybody, we got this cool app. We collapsed an inefficiency in the marketplace. If you go out and share our Lyft app with people, we'll give you $5. And we'll even give your new friend $5. And we all went, oh my God, we're going to get $5. We started texting and sharing the app with all our friends. After that $5, did we get anything from them?
Nope.
No, but bills. Now, I got thinking about this for a second. If SendOutCards does the same thing, we got a little app that we put on your phone, and the company incentivizes us to share that app. Right? So I'm thinking about this for a second. I'm like, okay, let me get this straight. I get this app on somebody's phone, but I now have a real incentive because I get paid every single month that that app is on someone's phone. Do you guys get this? And I'm like, imagine what it would have been like if back in the day we got paid every time somebody downloaded a song off iTunes if we shared the iTunes app with them. Or every time somebody bought something on Amazon, as long as you were the one that shared Amazon with them, you got paid. Or every time somebody got in an Uber car, you got 50 cents. Or in Lyft, you got 25 because they're cheaper. Right? Or every time somebody slept in somebody's spare room, you got a couple of bucks on Airbnb because you shared that app. I'm like, that is just sexy right there, right? But it gets better. Then I started thinking about it for a second. I'm like, wait a second. What would my bank account have looked like if I had got as excited about Uber as I was with SendOutCards? And then it gets even sexier. Because not only will they pay, I just got thinking about Uber. I thought if I got paid $1 for every time I loaded Uber on somebody's phone, I'd be okay. But then if I got paid 50 cents every time they shared the app and somebody got in a car, it'd be even better. And 25 cents every time they got in a car, pretty soon somebody would be giving me a car. And that's what we have with SendOutCards, you guys. Because the reality is, the thing that we didn't have with Uber, Lyft, Airbnb, Amazon, Netflix, we don't have the ability to participate in the profitability of that app as it goes viral. That is what we have with SendOutCards. That's what we have is we get to participate in that movement. So look, I'm going to leave you with this. I'm actually like so hyper right now, I'm like vibrating. I want to say something to all of you that are already either in SendOutCards or consider how to get it. I want you to think about this for a second. It starts to pick up steam and go viral. The person that picks up the dog crap in the vet clinic office, your travel agent, your graphic designer, your DJ, the person that delivers honey buckets to the rave you're going to, the kid next to you at the rave, right? Your brother, your son, your girlfriend, your boyfriend's degenerate son's drug dealer, everybody. They're all going to be exposed to SendOutCards. Some of them are going to join as a number 1. Some of them are going to join as a number 2. A few of them are going to come in as a number 3, and even a smaller percentage are going to come in as a number 4 and go build a massive global organization. And when they do, someone is going to get a check forever, in perpetuity, and it might as well be you. Because here's the reality. The reality is, nothing's going to be more irritating to you than to not take tonight's opportunity, and 6 months from now, someone that you don't even like very much is going to come show you SendOutCards, and you should be getting paid on them not getting paid on you. You guys, thank you so much. Go get the check.